The Community Shield, or additional pre-season warm-up as it so turned out, with so many players still only just back from their international break holiday time. It was less hotly contested and more a shakedown or stretch of the legs for some returning players, with a good few players from both the Manchester clubs yet to even feature for any minutes ahead of next weekend's opening Premier League fixtures. I was fortunate enough to be at the game for this one, and after a few tiresome opening minutes, United found some tactical confidence and largely looked the most dangerous in the first half and for the opening 15 minutes of the second. Some good runs and movement by Diallo definitely saw our best moments in those periods. Unfortunately, a lack of clinical finishers and even a lack of a real forward in the right place in the box saw much of this though go to waste. That said, it was also clear some wayward passes and scuff shots from Fernandes, Rashford, Dalot that our players, they need a few more games to get back into the groove. One positive note was watching Marcus find himself in good space on a fair few occasions. Sadly, he didn't look convincing with the final ball though, not that he was alone on that front. Casemiro, who has actually had a good run out during the pre-season, along with Onana, Evans and Mount, all made some poor touches, or let the ball trickle halfway towards a teammate, allowing City to intercept, often creating some of their best scoring chances. This is a repetition from last season we really don't want to be carrying on with. Our substitutions seemed to make our performance more disjointed in the second half, with McTominay up front also looking extremely off-colour. I was disappointed we didn't get to see Xerxes even for a handful of minutes, especially knowing that Højlund is out at least the rest of August. A lack of full-back options, although Eric confirmed no Amas was actually a tactical decision, saw Martinez start on the left, a role I've previously stated that I believe he will play more often, before he switched into the middle after the hour mark. Dalot moved across to his position and Pellistri interestingly was placed as right back. Whilst this created more attacking threat on the right, which Garnacho duly unlocked on several occasions, eventually netting for the 1-0, it was also the lack of defensive strength in that area that saw Silva steal a march at the back post for the equaliser. I personally do not think that Dalot nor Bissaka, who was actually in East London to finalise his terms with West Ham, would have left that ball in the back of the net. Speaking of Bernardo Silva, he completely changed the momentum in the game when he come on for the final 10 minutes plus injury time, and he showed his calibre as a top level professional. He wasn't the only player who caught my eye with movement and determination. Toby Collier looked a player hungry to be involved and determined to break into the first team as more than just a fringe player this season. He likes to keep the ball moving, which in my opinion is absolutely essential for us to help unlock the pace of whoever out of Garnacho, Rashford, Ahmad, Xerxes, Højlund is going to be leading this attacking line. It's very frustrating at times watching United, knowing we have the pace to pull teams apart but rarely unlock it. Still young, it'd be great to see him trying more Carrick-esque passes to split the lines, as he currently looks to pass sideways more often than not. He is, though, a deep-lying midfielder with box-to-box qualities, and he looks to join in all phases of the play, and that was evident again with his 30-plus minutes in the second half. On to the penalty shootout, and well, despite a great first save from Onana, he seemed to pick the wrong side for all the other shots. And then, with Edwards missing the target and Sancho's pen saved, it was enough for City to claim first blood this season. But in fairness, we actually lost the game earlier, just like against Arsenal and Liverpool in the friendlies, by failing to be clinical in front of goal. Friday night versus Fulham awaits. We definitely need a few more signings in this window though, in my opinion, and it does sound as though those much needed defensive reinforcements are coming in. It's extremely important though that we are able to start converting chances too. That may mean we need to go back into the market for cover for Erasmus. I'm certainly not convinced at this stage we have enough attacking options as we approach match day 1. Tactically, it was a rusty game of football, and it's not the level that either club will anticipate playing for any prolonged periods. But what did you make of the match, and how are you feeling ahead of the opening game next week? Please like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon.